The 666 password, the miraculously dodged bullets, and Mr. Wolf as the Deus Ex Machina, there are a lot of religious symbols in Pulp Fiction. But at the heart of it all is the mysterious briefcase with the most insane biblical speculation ever. What if there's God himself inside the briefcase?
What?
Yeah, I know how it sounds, but let me talk you through this theory that will most probably blow your mind. Let's dive right into one of the biggest mysteries of Pulp Fiction.
One more goddamn time!
Many great movies depict religious symbols and God figures, even when it's not obvious at first. In Terminator, there's John Connor, who's born to save humanity, and whose initials are the same as those of Jesus Christ. In Home Alone, there's Old Man Marley, who bears a suspicious resemblance to Jesus and has wounds on his palms. Then in The Matrix, there's the Chosen One, Neo, and Trinity. And in E.T., there's the alien who heals people, performs miracles, and rises from the dead. This list could go on, but you get the idea. And in Pulp Fiction, there are many religious elements on the surface, such as the Bible verse, the 666 password on the briefcase, and the scene where bullets are dodged, clearly hitting the wall right behind Jules and Vincent.
This was divine intervention. You know what divine intervention is?
But aside from those obvious religious elements, there's more in Pulp Fiction. Did you notice the humorous Deus Ex Machina trope? Yes, in case you don't know, Deus Ex Machina, or God from the Machine, is a storytelling device where an external force intervenes in a tense moment in the narration and saves the day. And in Pulp Fiction, yep, it's Mr. Wolf. He arrives just at the right time on his car, and saves the day like a wizard.
How much the wolf? I solve problems.
Most probably Tarantino added this playful, postmodern style Deus Ex Machina intentionally, paying homage to ancient Greek theater and to his own personal experience too. You can tell that because he specifically casted Harvey Keitel, who previously helped him to make Reservoir Dogs happen.
Harvey Keitel is the one that kind of like gave me and Lawrence legitimacy. And we got on the phone with him and he goes, yes, well, Quentin, I would love to do this movie. I think it's fantastic. And I want to be involved in it. I would like to be one of the producers on it and help you get in. You're the boss, but you know, I think we can maybe help you get it made.
Adding multiple religious elements, Tarantino signals that his film isn't only about gangster mess-ups, cathartic violence, and sharp dialogues. There's something deeper in Pulp Fiction, and it all starts after Vincent opens the briefcase.
We happy? Vincent! We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
If we assume there's God inside the briefcase, then we can assume that he or she influenced the events in that room, saving Jules and Vincent. Jules believed it was God himself, while Vincent didn't.
That means that God came down from heaven and stopped the bullets?
That's right. That's exactly what it means. God came down from heaven and stopped these motherfucking bullets.
They both experienced the same thing, but the way they dealt with their religious experience deeply affected their lives.
If you just look at the case of John Travolta and Sam Jackson, it would suggest, well, okay, Sam Jackson made the good choice, made the right choice, and thus he prospers, and John Travolta pays no attention to it, and thus we know he dies.
On the same day they opened the briefcase, they encountered the Deus Ex Machina figure, Mr. Wolf, who both literally and metaphorically cleaned up their mess. This act may signify that you can leave your past behind and embrace a new life. Jules accepted it, but Vincent didn't. They continued their argument until the final scene in the restaurant, and when it reached its climax, Vincent said,
I'm gonna take a shit.
He showed disrespect to God and went to the exact place where he would later meet his demise. The lesson here, don't mess with God, especially if he dwells in the suitcase with the warning password. Now what about Butch? He never encountered the briefcase, but he was on his own dangerous path full of hard choices. We can say that Butch passed the hardest test of his life by saving the briefcase owner's life. Maybe that's why he's rewarded with the grace chopper? Is it God's grace for him making the right choice? Quentin Tarantino never explicitly said what is inside the briefcase.
Well, what's in the briefcase? I go, well, I don't know. What do you think is in the briefcase? And they'll tell me what they think is in the briefcase. I'm like, yes! Keep thinking that, all right?
Maybe even he didn't know what was inside, and he just wanted to add a mysterious element to the story. But I also believe that when you make such a huge and highly detailed movie, you create your own universe, with its own logic and its own laws. And even if you can't explain what's in the briefcase, subconsciously, it's there, and your art reflects that.
Is that what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.